gotten comfortable with that kind of baby cut out there that he's controlling well, and that's still coming off at 173 ball
Next on the
speed.
tee from Australia, Scott.
Similar to Tiger in the sense that where there were opportunities to wobble, they didn't stumble. Now, Theegala, who began his championship with a couple of birdies, to grab another.
This is pretty if it's right.
Tiger. There's a birdie. Didn't make one here in 2000. He makes one in 2024.
McIlroy, Schauffele, Hovland, Gim, all 2 under par. Theegala here with his second. Theegala. What a start. Birdies the par 5 10th. Holes out from over the par at 311.
This is going to land beyond the hole. We'll need some spin.
There's the spin.
There you go.
Fairway. And that's a must here at 16. This pole is playing long. And will all week. Terrific shot for Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, you can bump it in the hill. You could choose to use a hybrid and run it up the slope. You could even putt it. Or just have a little straightforward pitch and knock it in.
Oberg. Out of the bunker. Oh, wow. Homa, same bunker as Spieth at 15. Same kind of shot, and his goes in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all the experience of Tiger, he knows that left is no good there. So if I'm going to miss, I miss to the right, and I've got to change.
There's the birdie putt from Ludwig Oberg. Where do you want your miss to be? Probably in that front bunker would be my guess. Oh, no miss here.
Wow.
No trouble from the rough there.
Ball above his feet, choking up on the club, and he hits the flagstick.
One way to make it stop.
I bet he never played Little League Baseball.
I bet he didn't either.
This is always just so fun to chip off. You get such good lies, the ball sits up. It's a joy to chip off.
Putt for Luke Donald, who has played a solid round of golf. Look out. Yes! In the first group out this morning.
Now, Theegala, who began his championship with a couple of birdies, to grab another on 18.
Nearly 8 under.
To 6.
McIlroy chips it in for a birdie.
What a round. Xander Schauffele. A bogey-free round of 62. Just
After an errant tee shot, long range Koepka for birdie. Yes. So he follows eagle with birdie. Koepka within 5 of the lead.
Back 1-7.
That's the third shot to Shambo. Back at 9, Theegala.
Got a good look at the line from watching Tony Finau.
Can join him. Can join him. He does with 65. At the 9th, his final hole of the day, to Shambo. He's just gone eagle birdie to get the 3 under.
Stay right there. There's a little ridge. Okay, he's going to have a nice look at it. What an awesome finish.
Not kidding.
Normal, Daddy?
Completely normal. I would say, though, yesterday walking with him, there was definitely some excitement. Talking about Bennett. 9 pounds, Bennett.
Nice.
Oh! Hello, Dad!
Same club, Frank.
See if he gets his little fade in here. Can aim at the left bunker.
I think his fade is just a touch more pronounced than Scotty's generally.
Working its way back. Good shot.
Let's go to 14.
And this is Thomas Dietrich. We've seen him play so. Oh, I love the bunker cam here. What a great angle. And a lovely shot. I mentioned it before, this hole, a brute 256.
Across to 15.
Here is the 2013 PGA champion.
Front right hole location at the par 4.
Jason Duffner.
Promise you, he likes taking their money.
Oh, yes. Another one. An eagle and a birdie through the first 4 holes for Scotty Scheffler.
This hole's been elongated to more than 500 yards. And Duffner, the 2013 PGA champion, 47 years of age, is currently 2 under. Forward to the 8th.
2015 PGA champion from Whistling Straits, Jason Day at the par 3. Float like a butterfly.
Playing alongside Clark and Sheffler. Down to 7.
Fitzpatrick is second on the way. What a shot that was, coming in high and soft.
That looks promising.
Good shot. Good solid high long iron.
Colin Morikawa from long distance. Yes, he needed that. 3 in a row for Morikawa.
This is CT Pan on 5 to get to 3 under par. Pan off to a tremendous start.
That is a towering 9-iron right there.
Excellent shot. Good chance for John Rahm to go back to back.
Not an easy shot. Flip it over the bunker.
Looked pretty easy to me.
He makes it look easy.
Yeah, that was unfortunate break, that drop, and then getting a place that had a lot more control of the ball coming out of that long grass. Needs to make those putts at this point.
Aaron Rai from the layup area on 4. A good angle from over there. And this should come right back down towards the hole. That's a good shot, about 6 or 8 feet behind.
No wind, soft conditions.
How about Shane Lowry for birdie at 11? It's been kind of a struggle for him to get back to even par.
His life on the golf course.
Get back to Dietrich on 1 in a moment. Fowler now from the fairway on 9. Beautiful approach.
Now it's Fitzpatrick's turn at 11.
Aggressive line, looking good.
Really good. Playing with Mickelson and Morikawa.
And now speaking of club professionals at 17.
Yeah, Evan Bowser, we've seen him make some from off the green. Now a long putt. Good timing, Evan. Hey, we got
another block, still another.
To 14.
We showed you Rasmus. Here's Nikolai Højgaard from long range on 14. On a perfect line. Jeez. Unbelievable putt from there. 254-yard par 3. We have quite a battle for bragging rights in the
216 yards. You need to carry this about 205 to carry over a little ridge that runs through the screen. If you do that, you get on the back portion of the green. And that's just exactly what he did. Perfectly done.
I was playing hard. Not like it's an easy par 3, but it's the 5th hardest hole on the golf course.
Actually, that avoided the area that gets a lot of the foot traffic, which really makes the lies pot luck.
Excellent pitch from Rob.
That's really good from there, Bob.
That was world class.
To 12.
Morikawa. Looks like he's going to try and belly a little wedge here for his birdie. Perfectly executed. A fist pump for Colin Morikawa. That moves him to 2 under par. He has birdied 4 of his last 7. Well, that's not where you want to be at 6. Matthew Pavon flops it up there, though. And in! Oh, okay.
Lots of ways to do it.
That's a heck of a 3.
13.
Morikawa, same type putt. Mickelson just hit down the hill for a birdie. Read it perfectly. Got an assist from Phil.
And Andy, a terrific drive for Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, he still has 190. So just got to get it up there in that right-hand portion of this green. This has got a great line. It's going right at it.
We haven't seen many better today. Wants to be able to see the result. It's a good result. Ooh, now that is a tough shot. And no chance to see the green, see the flag, and still chased it up there. That's pretty good. Getting a little better.
To 17.
Birdie putt. There you go. John Rahm is not going to leave that one short.
Happy. To 8.
And Luke List next to approach the 8th. That's a good looking shot. He's 1 under par. Oh yeah. That is about 2 inches from a slam dunk. From players that have missed it there. Here's Morikawa. When do you see shots like that from Morikawa and Scheffler almost in succession?
This is really well done.
Good recovery. Keep his good round going.
Now Morikawa's second.
Oh, what a shot. Goodness. He has really put it on since the 6th hole today.
Patrick was free over for a little while. He's tiptoed back, hit a few crook tee shots. This is his 3rd to the 18th over the bunker. Nicely judged. Took a long while to choose the club, but chose the right one.
bit of patience, and they steady themselves. And Xander Schauffele is the man who shot 62, and he just kept insisting correctly. Long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's just day one.
And just staying in routine, staying in the present, not getting ahead of himself. And so I think Andy's right. I think he might play some really great golf today, getting lost in that. It is, exactly.
He almost did what he did yesterday.
It seemed to affect him a lot, didn't it? He's back to where he started.
Sebastian Soderberg, Swedish pro, who's making his second ever start in a major and playing very, very well. Doesn't get much better than that. An ace at the 8th, and Soderberg is even par for the championship. And very quickly to 2 under on his round. That's certainly worth another look. On hop, a little cut spin, and it's in the hole. He seems to be controlling his emotions awfully well. The 13th.
Muhammad Ali himself would have been proud of your use of the language.
Thank
Bob.
you very much.
Morikawa for birdie at 13. Got it. On Morikawa. I mean, Jeff, he talked after his round yesterday. He wasn't all that thrilled with the way he hit the ball. He's just 3 shots off the lead.
All right, Susie, a birdie look here, although be it from long distance a bit for Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, this whole hole slopes down to the left. He's coming down in the beginning, then a little trough, then back up at the very end.
Birdie, bogey, birdie start for Scotty Scheffler.
Another great shot from Scotty. Bit of an advantage there, I think, to hit it down the right-hand side of that fairway.
To 15.
Tom Kim with his second into this back hole, right hole location. Got to be careful. Yes, throw it left of the hole a little bit. Well done. Still has a great birdie opportunity.
To 16.
Bin Woo Lee with a very difficult shot here at the 16th. Downhill lie, wet, heavy rough, full shoulder rotation, and finds the bottom.
Morikawa with his par putt at 15.
Holed out so well so far this week and does it again. Good sign.
It looks like he's got good rhythm in his stroke, Ken.
Perfectly judged distance. And he does. Hubbard within 1 of the lead.
Now up to 17, and Tom Kim after that beautiful drive over 300 yards, only 154 yards coming in. Bunker's right in front of the hole location today. He's got to carry it all the way to the hole, maybe even past the hole and be able to spin it back a bit. In these soft conditions, there's no hole location that can't be attacked. Another great shot by Tom Kim.
The pitch for Morikawa after missing the green right. Beautiful. All right, back in play.
Now the next big issue is getting back across. There's one bridge up about another 100 yards or 200 yards. You have to go up and come back.
Okay. Better to get a shoe wet.
So I'm at his second, way left, hit the tree, bounced out to this position.
Come right back down.
that to save par. Mark Hubbard has not missed a cut this year. Min-Woo Lee here over the third, coming up short, well short of the tee shot, and that's the third time he has chipped in today. Well, there's more than one ways.
Immaculately conditioned. We will continue on. Second for Morikawa to 1.
Staring it down.
That's on a great line, and it's a spectacular shot. No shock given.
Really needs to navigate this correctly. There's a little tiny false front on this green too. Want to carry this at least 3 paces on, unless he goes for a run up, which I highly doubt. Big up in the air shot here, carrying it well toward the hole.
World number 1.
Not a whole lot more to say than that. I mean, you saw he took a chunk out of the rough, and it stops dead.
Thomas Dietrich, middle of the fairway at the 12th. And even with middle and long irons, we've seen players get good approaches to 12. They can stop the ball, and Dietrich does just that. Throws a dart to 2 feet.
Back to 2. Yeah. Mud ball, Scotty.
Let's see how it impacts the ball flight here.
Yeah, it may squirt this off slightly to the right. Certainly take some distance off. He's probably accounted for that.
Got it!
Yeah, I'd say he accounted for that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Usually the mud on the left, the ball goes right, and vice versa. When it's covered in mud, well, just hit it and see what happens.
Morikawa controls his spin beautifully at 4. So driver, you'd think probably a big lob wedge for Colin Morikawa
to 18.
To tie for the lead. Mark Hubbard. How about it? See if Morikawa can tie the lead here. On a great line, Colin Morikawa.
It's come up all day long. It's blowing out of the right, just a crosswind here.
So good. Now, well, yes, over at 13, Emiliano Grillo. Over at 13.
Oh!
Well, you could figure something happened. He was +3. Our producer likes to see good golf shots, doesn't he? One more time, watch this. Short par 4, shortest par 4 on the golf course, just slam dunk. Nothing but net, as they say.
And no damage to the hole. Just right down.
Well, that gets him closer to the cut line.
Morikawa to remain at 12. And that second, unexpected. It's a short par 4 with a wedge in his hands. It spins back, and it leads to his first bogey since the 4th hole yesterday. He was 2 over on the 5th tee. That'll test the left-hand side of the fairway.
Next on the tee.
Wasted to a degree. We'll see how this one begins.
Well, it seems reasonable to expect the cut to be 1, if not 2 under, which, you know, you back out. And he's how he's looking at a round of 68.
Gives himself this for yet another eagle. That's how you do it. And Eckroat, eagle.
Might be about as close to as good as he could have done from there. Back to the first.
And Rory McIlroy for birdie.
Did not hit a particularly good wedge shot in here.
He hit a great putt. Here comes Rory.
Just from 35 feet up the hill.
Yeah, up the hill, up onto this shelf, and you have the shoulder coming off that left bunker and the hill to the right, and they straighten out at the end, Curtis. How about that?
Nice read, Billy.
And so given the morning that he had, around 66, fairly remarkable. Very interested to see what he has to say about the day.
And the long birdie putt for Brooks Koepka. 50 to 60 feet. Up the slope right there. Will flatten out. Flatten out and down. 62-footer there after a sloppy bogey at the first. Birdie at the second. Birdie at the third.
And now at 4, Victor Hovland. From what has been a very popular area, right side of that fairway. Front left hole location. One hopping in. So Victor Hovland eagles the 4th. He's at 5 under. What a leaderboard.
To 8.
And off birdie, here's Tiger.
173, a little bit wind over the right. And this looks really good.
Yeah. The best we've seen Andy by far.
'16.
Robert McIntyre to try to get to 7 under. That's a great birdie. 32 of his last 4th.
He's rolled it beautifully all week, and there's another. Xander Schauffele back out in front. 32 in his opening 9. In the lead on his own once again at 12 under par. For Roy.
And a slow one.
Got a hammer.
Oh, hang on.
No pictures on the scorecard, and it's a 4, and he'll head to the par 5. To 8.
DeChambeau.
Hello, Bryson.
Probably a wedge.
Probably is.
I wasn't kidding. Hole high right. Spins it underneath, no more than about 4 feet. Terrific shot from DeChambeau.
To 9.
Tagala for birdie here. Aggressive stroke, and that's in. Beautiful putt. Tagala moves to 10 and within 2 of the lead.
Hideki at the 12th. He missed the green short. Doesn't matter. All is well. So Hideki Matsuyama 4 birdies in his last 6 holes. He's creeping towards the top of the leaderboard.
At the short second for Bryson DeChambeau.
That's good, I think.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah. He goes back to back after he had the mud ball out of bounds double at 10.
Those are 2 world-class 3s. 16, beg your pardon.
Smashing grass here. John.
192, 700.
Smashing grass go pretty well.
He might have heard me. Maybe I upset him a little bit.
Still getting better.
Now, Koepka for birdie at 15. If he makes this, he'll be the 7th birdie of the day. Tied for most with Morikawa. After doubling 10, birdies at 11, 12, and 15.
Well, one of the hardest things to do in golf is to follow up that incredibly low round with something under par, something in the same vicinity. And 68 following 62 adds up to 12 under par, which matches the lowest 36-hole total to par in this championship's history.
Focus on round 3 and Max Homa's birdie chance at the second.
This would be a good place to start some sort of roll. Yes.
Why not fill it up from distance?
Bryce Garnett on the tee at 11. See if he can get one in there close. Almost in. We might have one today.
Balance and power in that driver swing is to be envied.
You remarked about the drains in the fairway. Just blew right by it.
Two's not hard. That's all I know based on what I've watched so far, Dave.
Amazing. We've had 3 birdies already there.
I think with where the hole cut, people are just going to sling draws in all day.
Top Tracer presented by Rolex. Well, I already said we were going to have one. I thought it was going to take a little longer. Well, a good iron player here, Ryo Hitsatsune. Launched that one way up there. That might be. Oh, man.
At 4, McIlroy, after an early bogey at the first hole.
271 front.
Well, that was on a line, wasn't it?
Yeah, just needed the 3-wood to get up onto that green.
Could it be Justin Rose as we head over to 11, down in the bunker behind that brightly colored Callaway bag? He hits a beautiful bunker shot and holds it. 11 today is playing so much easier. That's the 7th birdie we've seen.
And now we're back on schedule. Cam Smith playing the 7th. Oh my goodness. For an eagle. We're at the 7th, and look at Spieth in here, tight in 2 for an eagle. Jordan Spieth to 5 under par. How about that? First career eagle in a PGA. Patrick Reed playing his 3rd shot into this par 5 finishing hole. It's his 9th hole of the day.
Trying to use the bowl. Oh, doesn't need it.
Morikawa at the 3rd.
In these conditions, must be thinking about holing it.
No, you'd say that again. Nice bounce back.
And Rory McIlroy putting for a 2 here at the par 3. Little up and down for Rory yesterday with the putter, but that's a beauty.
Here he comes.
3 birdies in the last 5 holes.
Going through the procedure that'll lead to another drop as Dietrich's going to go ahead and play. Gorgeous pitch. Oh, yes! For the eagle! Scotty now needing to get back on track after a double bogey stretch over the last 2 holes.
Jim, in other sports, when you get off to a rough start, you take a timeout, and that's exactly what Scotty just got.
You're going to have to take some off of this driver there. He was trying to hit the high floating fade. Look out here.
Oh, did it get on that path? Because if it did, there's danger on the other side. They're looking over the fence.
Trevor, he went ahead and took his drop, dropped it twice, and it rolled onto the cart path. But they were struggling to find a place for it to stay still. With the grain of the grass going back into him, not much green to work with. He's going to have to throw this way up in the air, try to land it soft.
And again, this is his third shot.
Off of a little upslope, which will help to throw it up in the air. Chunked it. Chunked it, hit way behind the ball. I mean, it's difficult because it's kind of a little bit of a muddy area.
Finally catching up with him at all of the talk, all of the what went on.
I mean, it's easy to, yeah, it's easy to say that, Trevor.
You have to wonder.
That's a good 5 in the end. Could have very easily been a double. And he drops all the way back to 5 under par, 7 off the lead. We're at 9 with Rory. He's on a roll now.
Iron play has really started to kick into gear the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yes. That freedom in that swing has returned.
Justin Rose, his third at the par 5. Forced to lay up. Hole's cut on the right, though. And that's okay. So Rose can still continue his run. We'll keep an eye on that as we look at McIlroy with a little chip across the hill here at 10. Now it catches the downslope. It's getting better. And that little one there will be for 4 in a row.
Go, JT!
Justin Thomas trying to wow the home crowd.
To 5.
Can he bounce back with a good putt? And he has. Morikawa moves to 12 under par, now tied with Schauffele. 1 under on his round today at 12.
Okay, Rory for a little redemption here at the 12th.
Whatever you do, don't miss right. 185. Oh, man, is he dialed right now with the swing.
He is on full go.
To 7.
Bryson for birdie. Dead center. To 10 under par, tied third.
$15.
Big sweeping swing, and a hole out it is for Jordan Spieth. Back at 13.
Lowry now down the hill. A little more. Yeah, see it home. And this starts like this is some round. 62 the course record. He's chasing it.
Next to go now, Lowry at 14. Made a great long birdie putt. Back at 13. Can he do it again here, Frank? How about that?
Just not able to keep that momentum going.
At 18, Jordan Spieth for a birdie.
This is big if he wants a chance.
He's got a chance. Oh, with some magic tomorrow, you never know. He could be the 6th to ever complete the career Grand Slam.
14.
Oh boy. The Kentucky boy over in the Kentucky Bluegrass. Way left here on the par 3. Oh, beautifully played for Justin Thomas. Hold on a second. If that doesn't get the Louisville people off their feet. I'll just take it neat, Justin. I don't need it on the rocks.
At 10.
For a birdie and tie.
Birdie the previous par 5, the 7th.
About time. It's a relief for him. He's only missed one green in regulation, only missed one fairway. Put himself in so many good positions.
To answer your question, it doesn't really matter which way he goes. Remember, we saw Reed hole his third from left. We saw Spieth get up and down from left. So it's just whatever the player feels preference-wise. Looks like with the ball so far below his feet, he's going up the left.
Be a harder shot for him off that side hill. He'll go right anyway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Come on, Shea, make a run at it.
105 yards.
Catch the right angles and slopes. Oh, yes. Got a putt at 61. We could take it one notch lower to unexplored territory. I'll bet he knew. Not because of the putt, but his reaction after the third shot. I really believe he knew that he was flirting with the great unknown, the great unexplored in golf. And he was here to see Tiger win as a young boy in 2000. Back to 14.
And Schauffele has seen the line. Oh, yes. The gold medal winner from Tokyo, Xander Schauffele.
He's shown some soft hands so far today, hasn't he? Do it again. Do it again. Oh! Incredible.
How's that golf around the turn?
See the kind of shot he plays here. Chips it. Dead aim. And an eagle.
Second eagle of the week for DeChambeau.
You remember the 54th hole at Augusta? He holed out from off the fairway at 18 on Saturday. That time for a birdie.
And it'll be Schauffele and Morikawa make it round the final turn to the 18th tee, tied with 4 right behind them. 2 more a shot back, and as I said, 8 within 2. It's going to be an exciting Sunday here in the 106th playing of the PGA Championship. 4th time here at Valhalla.
And after the wonderful second shot from Tommy Fleetwood, this for eagle. Just up a gentle slope. Yes.
There we go.
I don't get the juices running here early Sunday. After bogey in the second. Birdie, 2 birdies and an eagle. Jordan Smith, short par 4 13th, his second after the proper play layup off the tee.
It's not proper if you can drive it on the green.
And then do that.
Jeez. Look at that. Look at this run.
A lot of ways to make it 2 there, Curtis, evidently.
Well, there's just 2. You drive it on the green or the hole you wet. There's just 2, baby.
2 ways to do it.
I stand corrected. Those are the 2.
First drive of the day over here at the short par 4 13. The first time we have seen to go at the green with a driver. Alejandro Tosti, 7th in distance on the tour, big hitter. And wow, takes advantage of it right there. What a shot.
That's awesome.
I don't think David Duval will go see the leaders do that, but it's possible. Short par 4, layup here, just a pitch over the water. Spin it back, look out. That's the 3rd 2 this AM here at 13. Alejandro Toski drove the green, made the putt. Jordan Smith made it just like Hadwin.
David Duval asked earlier, 62 out there, quickly said no. That is 64 to 3.
Look at this.
Nothing I can say. Critters with no shoulders down there.
Ooh, yeah.
To 6.
Birdie putt for Cam Smith.
There's the pace you're talking about.
One of the great putters in the world. His first birdie of the day.
Right. He can't help himself. He's so good to be a part of the mix. And we expect so much from our great champions.
To 15.
And Tommy Fleetwood for yet another one. Here at 15.
Important eagle on Friday evening, wasn't it?
And Scotty Scheffler. Shortest of the par threes, 169. And almost did what he did on Thursday on the very first hole.
When Woods and McIlroy won here, they led in driving distance that week. Bryson is right now.
At 3.
Well, he leads in holeouts. Third one of the week for Kentucky's favorite son. I got to see that again somehow. Lalai is good, Trevor, but look, I mean, just flicks the right hand in. And the crowd tells you exactly what just happened.
Takes a lot of faith to go with that technique there, Frank. Flicks the wrist is a perfect description.
The one at 14 yesterday was special as well. Ian, that was on your heart.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, what a start.
Photo finish, which is the name of the 18th hole here. Photo finish. We're at the first, the Gala.
Here's where it starts to move right.
Got a chance. Oh, can you believe this start? "55 feet to glory."
It's a similar fist pump to what we saw at 15 when he held that chip yesterday.
Now on the tee, please welcome from California, Xander Schauffele.
Looking for the draw.
Dottie is following this pairing.
Looking at a little concern up the right side. I think he'll be fine.
Now on the tee, please welcome our 2020 PGA champion from California, Colin Morikawa.
Starts up left, cutting into the right center of the fairway. A lot of movement on that golf ball.
Well, they're all off and running. That first hole again is called the post. And now for birdie, Xander Schauffele.
A simpler putt as it comes to movement. One of only 4 holes on the golf course he has yet to make a birdie on this week.
He's from 27 feet.
Got the speed.
Found the cup.
Ideal start for Schauffele on what is the toughest hole on the golf course so far today.
Here's Lowry playing his second at the 14th. Oh, come on now.
A little bit fortunate for Shane that had some speed on it.
Hovland now for birdie.
Time to get something going. He's been stuck in neutral so far today, Ian.
Well, he's kicked it into third gear now. 14 under, just 2 back. Now after that beautiful second shot, it spun back to here for Bryson.
Should be no problem. 5 feet for another one.
Bangs it in, works on that start line. Very rigid shoulder arm action.
Matches that with the line on the putter.
Read it correctly. Sander now in front by 2.
Loves to go low.
It's a double cross.
Yeah, that wasn't what the doctor ordered.
Oh, that is so thick over there.
That club face flicked over there, Finchy.
Yeah, that'll happen. Gets caught in the long grass.
And sharply downhill. Just wiped underneath that, Finchy.
But that will be a bogey for Spieth. Oh, there's lots of birdies out there. Guys like this, you never know what might happen.
Colt putter for DeChambeau off the edge.
I watched him do this a lot on Monday, Frank, which is very surprising. Looks like he knows what he's doing, though.
We saw that on 18, isn't it? That is making a move. 3 from nowhere.
Frank, he's got this crowd going right now.
Hovland to match. DeChambeau's 3.
Just 4 feet, moving a little right. Didn't expect 2 birdies on that hole, Frank.
That's what we're talking about. To the 9th.
And as Rose up the slope for birdie. To 13 under. Goes out in 1 under par. 34. Oh, yes. Back ahead by 2 and 3 under through the first 7 holes.
So the putter bailing him out the last 2. That's nice.
At 12, this is Hovland.
He's got to be licking his chops here. 9-iron from 173. This is on a very aggressive line.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I think there might be a little heat on this after that 7-iron. To get it all the way back in, I think he's going to have to turn it over a touch.
Looks like a good line. Oh, what a bounce back for Schauffele. Unbelievable shot here at the 11th. Smooth as silk. Fighting back.
Good brisk rhythm. Yeah, that's a good shot from DeChambeau. Chance for his 3.
These guys have been trading punches all day, Frank. It is fun to watch.
Oh, the Louisville Slugger. He's in it. And we're back here, 13. Very, very short par 4. Hovland to get to 19 under.
15 feet going to move from his left to right. Oh, this is going right in the middle, Frank.
That's not big. That's major. What a three. One thing to get a break, but another to take advantage of it. Huge.
Tracing by concentration. Presented by Rolex. It's down the left side, 2.
Trying to catch a piece. Okay, be interesting from this angle. I can't quite tell if he's going to have a normal stance.
They both are 6 under for the day. Meanwhile, while they were putting on the green at 17, up ahead of them, McIntyre on this finishing hole.
Oh, big goal.
Showing us the way. Nearly an albatross.
30 yards short now of where Bryson hit it, but depending on the lie. 18.
Here's Bryson.
And the last message from his team before he went to the first tee was to be aggressive with his putts. Can he keep the speed up?
This for birdie to tie the lead. Brilliant. .64 for DeChambeau.
On the last roll. Look at this.
And just toppled in.
9 inches closer. 10 feet. Victor Hovland, right to left.
Oh. He tried to take a little of the breakout. This is going to need to sit. Stay short of the bunker.
Wow.
Stance dependent.
Well, he caught a lot of it. Oh, that's a wonderful shot.
It's the perfect leave. Going low.
5 feet for the title.
Coming back up the hill. This is the moment you dream of as a kid.
You've practiced it as a kid thousands and thousands of times, telling yourself it was for this very occasion. To win it all.